Hello students, in this lecture of automobile engineering, we will learn about function and requirement of independent suspension system. In front of you, you will see there are two suspension systems. Number one is McPherson strut and second one is double wishbone. These are the best examples of independent suspension system. So what are the learning outcome of today's lecture? Let us see one by one. Number one, we will study here advantage of front wheel independent suspension system. After that, we will learn about construction and working of McPherson strut type suspension system, and after that, wishbone type suspension system. There should be some requirement of suspension system, good suspension system. What are these? There should be minimum deflection. Suspension system should be of low initial cost. Suspension system should be of minimum weight. Suspension system should have low maintenance and low operating cost, and it should have a minimum tire wear. So this is the classification that will show you the types of suspension system according to the spring, according to the shock absorber, according to the independent suspension type. After that, there is one type hydrostatic suspension, stabilizers or anti-roll bar, and air or pneumatic suspension. So different types of springs are used in such type of suspension system. This is another figure which will give you the complete picture of how type of suspension classified: independent suspension system and rigid suspension system. Independent suspension system are of two types. One is called front independent suspension, second one is rear independent suspension. Front independent is having four types: McPherson strut, double wishbone, swing axle, and multi-link, while rear independent suspension is having four types: trailing arm, semi trailing arm, McPherson strut, and double wishbone. Rigid beam axle is classified into dead axle and live back axle. So in last lecture we have seen dependent and independent front suspension system. So what is dependent front suspension? Dependent front suspension have a rigid front axle that connects the front wheels. Basically this looks like a solid bar under the front of the car, kept in place of leaf spring and shock absorber, which is common on trucks, and dependent front suspension haven't been used in mainstream cars for years. Now recently in recent cars such type of systems that we cannot find. And also we have to see here suspension springs, types of suspension springs, because springs are widely used in suspension systems. So what are the types of suspension spring? There are two types: metallic spring and non-metallic spring. Metallics are of three types: lip spring, coil spring, and torsion spring, while non-metallic springs are of three types again: rubber spring, air springs, and hydraulic springs. And in last lecture we have seen the lip springs, but here I am covering what are the types of lip spring. So fully elliptical lip spring, 3/4 elliptical lip spring, semi elliptical lip spring, quarter elliptical lip spring, and transverse lip spring. So lip spring is nothing but not a it is an example of dependent type or rigid type of suspension system. So these are the different views of types of lip spring. You will see here the picture of full elliptical lip spring. B is the 3/4 elliptical lip spring, semi elliptical lip spring, quarter elliptical lip spring, and last one is a transverse lip spring. Another example is nothing but helper spring. So helper lip spring are provided on many commercial vehicles in addition to the main lip spring. You will see the sketch here. They allow wide range of loading. When the vehicle is lightly loaded, these helper springs do not come into operation, but as the load is increased, they'll take their share of the load. Generally helper spring are used on rear suspension. So here we are to see the types of independent suspension system. Number one is double wishbone suspension, McPherson strut type, vertical guide suspension, trailing link suspension, swinging half axle suspension. But among all these five, we have to see as per the syllabus only two types. Number one double wishbone suspension, and number two is McPherson strut type. So the independent suspension system is a suspension setup in which each of the wheels on the axle is allowed to move freely, independent of other one. This is different to the operation of rigid axle suspension, wherein the movement of one wheel is dependent on the movement of the other one on the axle. What are the advantages? Let us see the advantages of independent front suspension. Number one, better handling and cornering. While cornering, a centrifugal force gets created in a sprung wheels. This leads to the formation of roll couple that tilts the vehicle's body outward. This body roll is countered by the resisting couple produced by the suspension spring. The magnitude of this resisting couple is given by the product of the spring's reaction forces and the effective distance between them. Second advantage of independent front suspension system is better stability and steering. After that, another advantage you will see more riding comfort. Ride comfort is a measure of how good a car feel to drive. It is a combination of lot of different factors including vibration level, noise, smoothness of the steering, etc. But most importantly, it depends on the degree to which the undulations of the road surface get transferred to the car's body and therefore to the passengers. Unlike the rigid axle suspension, the independent suspension system is able to perform well on most of these counts. This creates an isolation between the suspension and the chassis, thereby improving the overall stability of the vehicle. Another advantage, lower weight. The rigid axle suspension is a solid design, which is known for its simplicity and high strength. However, its strength comes at the cost of larger size and higher mass. For the heavier cruiser type vehicles, the rigid axle design was the perfect choice and it still finds application in big vehicles like trucks. However, it is no longer practical in the smaller light vehicles of today. So in today's cars we will see this type of suspension, independent type of suspension system instead of dependent. So let us see the details regarding the McPherson strut suspension. You will see the picture of this type of suspension, how it is formed, how it is constructed. You will see the lower control arm at the bottom. There is a front spring lower insulator. After that there is a use of spring. After that front spring upper insulator. You will see Jones bumper, strut mount, nut strut to mount. So these are some of the details components of McPherson strut suspension. The McPherson strut, which is named after Earl S. McPherson, who developed the suspension design in late 1940s and patented it in 1953, and it is most commonly used type. You will see the picture of this type of suspension here also. In this layout, only the lower wishbone is used. There is only one wishbone at the lower side. A strut containing shock absorber and a coil spring also carries the stub axle on which the wheel is mounted. So what is the working principle? The most popular independent suspension system is McPherson strut. Most passenger cars today come with this system in the front and a simpler coil spring in the rear. The system includes a damper, a shock absorber, and a simple assembly of coil spring. The spring serves the purpose of storing the energy from sudden road jerks. The damper uses hydraulic fluid to distribute this energy in the heat. What are the pros and cons or advantage or disadvantage? Advantages are large scale around the wheel hub upon a large space around the wheel hub open for the drive shaft to be located. Low cost and easy maintenance, reliability and lightweight. What are the disadvantage? Requirement of monocoque design of the vehicle body. Unsuitability to be used in off-road vehicles due to the strut's limited movement. So this is the figure of double wishbone suspension. It is the most common type of independent suspension. The use of coil spring with the damper in the front axle is common in this type of suspension. The upper and lower wishbone arms are pivoted to the frame member. So here this is a difference. Upper and lower wishbone arms are pivoted. There are two wishbone arms. The spring is placed in between the lower wishbone and underside of the cross member. The vehicle weight is transmitted from the body and the cross member to the coil spring through which it goes to the lower wishbone member. The wishbone is hinged to the cross member and the wheel as well as takes the accelerating, braking and side forces. This system is simpler in construction. The camber angle does not tend to change as the wheel moves up and down. This system will give maximum room in the engine compartment and therefore commonly used in front wheel drive cars. This system with an anti-roll bar provides increased road safety, improved ride comfort, light and self-stabilizing steering. The shock absorber is placed inside the coil spring and is attached to the cross member and to the lower wishbone member. Here you will see the location of shock absorber. The wishbones not only position the wheels and transmit the vehicle load to the springs, but these also resist acceleration, braking and cornering or side forces. The upper wishbone arm is generally kept shorter in length than the lower one to keep the wheel track constant and thereby avoiding the excessive tire wear. However, a small change in the camber angle does occur with such an arrangement. So this is another sketch of double wishbone suspension. What are the pros and cons or advantage and disadvantage? Great handling and stability when cornering with the tires being kept in contact with the road surface. Compactness and flexibility which saves the space and easy off-roading. What are the disadvantage? High cost and complexity, difficult and time consuming maintenance. So today we will see some of the examples where good suspension system will be found in Zest, Tata Zest, after that Volkswagen, after that you will see Maruti Dzire, and in Honda cars. So these are some of the cars which is having best suspension for in the Indian roads. So these are some of the references. You can have the more information from these links. Thank you very much.